the high seas. Pisces, cast my line, now they're biting. Yeah, rocky coasts and lighthouses. What she knows now, I doubt it. Talk to me nice. I think your confusion starts with street lights.
Hello everyone, how is everybody doing? Very blessed to be sitting here talking to you for mid-month and June readings. I did not know how things were going to work out, guys, but everything happens for a reason. So as I said, welcome to your... I've set the intention for these readings to resonate with the last couple months of June and the entire month, the last couple months of May and the entire month of June. But these messages can resonate anytime. They're definitely timeless. You never know what kind of message you might receive. So for my intro video, you guys, I just wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on in May and what's going on in June. So all the astrology information, we're going to be talking a bit about astrology as I do in all my intro. And for the actual readings, it's strictly tarot. I don't talk much about astrology, guys. So in May, today is May 24th as I record this, so it's definitely mid-May. We're still in May, but May is a very, very intense month. June looks a little intense as well, but it looks more of an emotional month. May's been kind of emotional too, but it's been emotional in a hectic kind of way. I'm not sure how you guys are doing, but we have Mercury in Taurus. Mercury entered Taurus on May 13th, and then we had Uranus enter Taurus on May 15th, and it's going to be there for the next 7 years. So that was a huge, huge shift, you guys, in May. We're still under the energy of that. We will be under the energy of that for the next 7 years. So yeah, very important for you to know where Taurus is in your astrology chart, because you're going to have Uranus there, which is definitely all about sudden change and shock and surprise. This is the ruling planet of Aquarius, you guys. So that was a major, major, major shift. Every astrologer is talking about that. And then we had a new moon in Taurus on the 15th as well. So we had a new moon that same day. Astrology is so symbolic, if you ask me. And then on May 16th, we had Mars enter Aquarius, which was pretty interesting. Mars is actually going to be hanging out in Aquarius throughout June because it's going retrograde, so it's not going to be moving forward. And then we had Venus enter Cancer on the 19th. That's the kind of the most recent transit in May as I sit here today. So that's pretty interesting, you guys. That's very, Venus was in Gemini, and then on the 19th it moved into Cancer. It's going to be there until about maybe first week of June. And then we have yet to occur the Sagittarius full moon on May 29th. I'm not sure, guys. I really hope that I'm around to talk to you on that day, because the Sagittarius full moon, that is a very, very special full moon. That's the 9th house of higher learning, the house of vision. This is a very light sign. To have the moon filled with light in the sign of Sagittarius, that's definitely going to be expanding some things in our lives, expanding our vision, expanding the higher philosophy of our legacies and things like that. So we kind of end May on that Sagittarius full moon note, and then we enter June. So I've taken some notes here on both May and June for this intro video, because this video is about both months, so I wanted to incorporate both. So we're basically covering the end of Taurus season, beginning of Gemini season, the start of Cancer season. Okay, so that's quite a lot of information, but I'm just happy to be talking to you guys and getting out some messages for June. So we start June with, the reason why June is such an emotional month, you guys, is because we have this grand water trine. So we have, all the water signs have significant energies within them. So Neptune is in Pisces, Jupiter is in Scorpio, and then we have Venus in Cancer, okay? And that is creating a water trine, okay, of emotion. So we're all going to be really feeling our feels, and we're going to be having some really deep emotion, especially the beginning of June. So definitely wanted to mention that, not only for the water signs, but for all of us. We all have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy somewhere in our chart. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio represent our emotion. We all have emotion. But if you are a Pisces watching this, if you are a Cancer or a Scorpio watching this, you guys are major game players in June because of that Cancer energy coming in. But let's talk a bit about Gemini energy. We've got on June 5th, Mercury enters Gemini, which is pretty interesting because Mercury rules Gemini. So that's going to be great for our mental space. That's going to be great for the rational mind and you know, the more intellectual thoughts. So you may notice in June that you just get your head in the game more, and that you're able to be a little bit more rational when it comes to the decisions you're making, even though there's this grand water trine energy in June. And then on June 12th, we have quite the opposite. We have Mercury entering Cancer. So this is going to be a bit of the emotional thought realm. This is, you know, the planet of a lot of emotional communication, I feel, guys, will be happening on around June 12th, especially throughout the whole transit of Mercury in Cancer. Eventually, Mercury will move through that and move into Leo, which is more passionate thought. The North Node is there, so we're going to be thinking a lot more about our destiny. But before that can happen, we have to go through the very watery realm of Cancer. Our minds are going to be submerged. Right now, our hearts are submerged with Venus in Cancer. Venus in Cancer, holy crap. A lot of emotional feels, you guys. Cancer is the cardinal water sign. So that's, you know, I like to think of Cancer as the most water, even though it's not necessarily that way. But Cancer brings definitely the depth of emotion. It's the 4th house. Woo! So moving on, though, we have a Gemini new moon on the 13th, right after Mercury moves into Cancer. So for the new moon, Mercury will not be in Gemini, which everything happens for a reason. I just feel like that new moon really wanted to just focus on the new intentions of our seeds and planting things for our future. Mercury obviously needs to be in a more emotional realm around the time of the full moon, and there's going to be reasons for that. And then we have on that same day Venus entering Leo. So that's when Venus is going to enter Leo, is on the 13th. And Leo is ruled by the heart, you guys, so I'm extra excited for that transit because this is going to add a lot of passion to our abundance and our attraction. You know, a lot of us are going to be really following our heart around that time with the North Node in Leo and Venus in Leo. This is going to be very heart empowering, heart chakra in activations. And so another important thing happening in June is Neptune retrograde. Okay, woo! So Neptune is going to be slowing down. Our spirituality collectively is going to be slowing down a bit. So that's something to look out for. June 18th, that Neptune is retrograding. I did not know that Neptune would be retrograding in June. So yeah, guys, that's something to mark on your calendar. Very spiritual transits going on in June, guys. There's a lot going on in June. And then the sun enters Cancer on the 21st. So there's going to be Cancer season starting then. But that's the same day as the summer solstice, which is literally all the solstices and the equinoxes are so important. I'm not sure where I'll be at around this time. If I'm in this area, then I will definitely be recording a summer solstice message, and I'll be pulling cards for that. If not, guys, I would just really make sure that you're doing something in celebration of the actual start of summer. You know, the sun gaining in light and being its most empowered. I believe the summer solstice is the longest day and shortest night. I'm not sure. I'm going to be doing my own research on that. But I do something special for every equinox and every solstice. Summer solstice, winter solstice. I did something very beautiful for the winter solstice. So it's only right that I take part in a small ceremony for the summer solstice as well. And so a few days after that, we have Mars retrograde in Aquarius, you guys. So this is going to be interesting as well. Mars is going to be hanging out in Aquarius for quite a while, I believe until August. So, you know, Mars is the planet of war, planet of action. So, you know, that's in an area of the collective. So that's something to really research as well, you guys. I really hope that I'm around to do videos about all these planets because I love talking about it. I didn't want to waste not waste, but I just didn't want to, I wanted to really use the time that I had for the mid-May and June videos for the tarot. So as far as the astrology information goes, you guys, you might want to follow me on Instagram or add me on Facebook. All that information will be below because I'm always posting about this stuff. No matter where I am in the world, I can always post about this astrology information, but I might not always be in an area that really prohibits me to speak about astrology and read tarot. But I will always my Instagram is filled with astrology information and just kind of channeled information about what I think about all these planets. I'm going to be posting about Venus in Cancer soon, and I'm going to be posting about Uranus in Taurus and Mars in Aquarius. So those are all things to look out for. For those of you who are wondering, my name is Pisces Priestess on Instagram, and my name is Braylon Caldwell on Facebook. If you do add me on Facebook, just shoot me a message, because I get a lot of friend requests, and some of them are just not friends that I'm not interested in having on my Facebook. So just shoot me a message, say, hey, you know, I watch your videos, I really wanted to stay updated on the astrology information, and I'll add you. So Mars retrograde, Neptune retrograde, summer solstice, and then we end the month with that Capricorn full moon on June 28th. So you guys, Saturn is going to be a part of that moon, and it's going to be a very karmic moon. That moon is very karmic for me. That's going to mark the 1 year of me really doing this astrology business, me doing my spiritual burnings that I do outside on every full moon. I'm a Capricorn rising, so that full moon is going to be opposite of the sun in Cancer. Wow, I really hope that I'm around to speak to you during that time as well. There's so much going on, you guys. It's like, I feel like I trust the universe, but if it's meant for me to kind of take a break from astrology, I'm really going to have a hard time understanding why, because it's as if the energies have picked up and they're almost more relevant and more important. And it's like, you know, I feel like it's now more than ever important for me to really, really speak out about some of the things that I channel and some of the things that I'm aware of in the universe as a Pisces. So if it's meant to be, you guys, I'll be sticking around, and I'll be talking to you throughout all these transits, and I'll definitely be incorporating more astrology, since there's not much astrology in my videos this month. But there are very important tarot messages this month. So let's talk a little bit about what we can look forward to in the readings this month. So I've got some oracle readings for you guys this month. I have 3 oracle decks. One of them is a very new deck. I have the Wisdom of the House of Knights. And below, if you'd like to know the artist, and if you're interested in buying these decks, then I'll tell you the name and the artist of these decks below. And then I have the Indigo Angel Oracle deck. And then I just recently received as a gift a Wicca deck. So I'm not sure how all you feel. Why my camera's shaking like that, but I'm not sure how you guys feel about Wicca. But that is something that I have just recently started studying on the Libra full moon. So a couple full moons ago, I really did start studying Wicca, and that just was kind of an awakening that I had. My aunt is Wiccan. And, you know, I didn't really know how to feel about Wicca, but it is definitely not what I thought. And I think that's going to be the case for most people. So for those of you who are open to receiving messages from Spirit from that deck, beautiful deck. Oh my God. They incorporate so beautifully. All these 3 decks, I'm probably going to use these 3 decks often. And they're really new, so I am looking up meanings in the book this month. But there's such beautiful messages, you guys. So this could be kind of a past, present, and future kind of reading for those of you who resonate with past, present, and future that way. And then I'm just using regular tarot to clarify a little bit more about these the oracle messages. Okay, so we've got 3 messages this month. We're working with the bottom of the deck and underlying energy, and then we're doing some clarification. So I really hope you guys enjoy these readings this month. I didn't care. I'm just so happy to have. I'm not sure if all of you watched my last video, but I just was devastated when I found out that I wouldn't be able to read tarot for May. But turns out that you just go with the flow. Sometimes the current takes you right back to where you were. And, you know, as a Pisces, I really just try to go with the current and just move with the waters of my life. But I feel very deeply about all this stuff. So, you know, my emotions pay the price, and they take the toll. But, you know, it empowers me. And like I was saying, you know, I'm just happy to be talking to you guys. I'm happy to get these messages out here. That's what matters most to me. For those of you who are interested in personal readings for the rest of May, I do believe that I will be available to do personal readings. And as far as June and July goes, just make sure that you contact me through email or through Facebook or Instagram before you pay me. And we'll try to work something out. But I am definitely available to do readings for the rest of May, and I'm very excited to see, you know, what comes up for all the signs. I've finished, as I record the intro, I've finished the Aries through Virgo, and they are very beautiful messages, you guys. They feel very beautiful. Right after this intro, I'm going to get started on Libra through Pisces. So I haven't done the second half of the zodiac wheel yet, so I don't know what's going on with those guys. But as far as the Aries through Virgo, beautiful messages, and I can't wait for you guys to watch, and I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for all the support and your likes and your subscribes and all my new viewers. I hope you guys can tell how much this means to me. But without further ado, please enjoy your June readings and also your mid-May readings. Thank you guys. See ya. Hi Cancer, so blessed to be sitting here talking to you guys today. And I'm going to get pretty much right started with your tarot reading because I'm trying to really just focus on the messages this month. I have set the intent for this reading to resonate with the end of May and throughout the month of June. So just know that I'm sitting down on May 22nd, and I'm not quite sure when I'll have these uploaded, to be honest, but over the next couple days. So hopefully by like May 25th or 24th, I'll have these uploaded. And I just want you to know that I'm setting the intent for these to be more of the June readings because May is pretty much the end of May, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to record June videos. So I've just kind of had a talk with Spirit. So these messages are for the end of May and throughout June, but also this is timeless. So whenever you feel led to watch this video, maybe there's going to be some messages here for you. And we've got the Chariot card here, and underneath we have the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you could be dealing with finances, job related issues. We could be dealing with or you could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or just your worth. But we do have the Chariot card here waiting for you. And if you can see, I've got my oracle decks lined up. So I definitely wanted to use all three of my decks. We've got the Indigo Angel deck, which is more of a light energy, definitely angelic messages for the light of awareness. It's not like light is good and dark is bad, but we've got some balance going on here. This is a more darker energy, which is hidden energies, things that are soul related, under the surface. You got to dig a little bit deeper. The Knight of Wisdom from the House of Night. And this is a brand new deck, guys, that I just got a couple weeks ago from a very near and dear friend. And it's a Wiccan deck, actually. So hopefully you guys don't mind me using this. Wicca is something that I have started studying. My aunt has always been Wicca my whole life. And yeah, I'm surprised to realize that Wicca is actually, it deals with the 5 elements, okay? So very beautiful cards and very beautiful messages so far. Wicca deals with earth, water, fire, wind, and also spirit. So the 5 elements. So we've got some light, we've got some dark, and we've got the balance of all. So what I'm going to do is pull 3 oracle cards for you, and then at the end, Cancer, we're going to validate and clarify and all that good stuff, okay? So for some of you, this is going to resonate as past, present, and future, which I always keep in mind when there's 3 cards. But for others of you, don't be weirded out if this is your present, or if this is your present and this is your past and this is your future. You know what I mean? Whatever. This could be, it could apply to someone else. You guys are a water sign, so I definitely trust that you're going to be using your own intuition. Sometimes the cards speak to people individually, so I always appreciate your comments when it comes to certain things like that, like, you know, letting me know that certain things really resonated with you. So without further ado, Cancer, we're going to just get started with your reading and see what comes up for you for the end of May 2018 going into June and throughout June. So what is the message for Cancer, the cardinal water sign, the 4th house of our universe? What is the message for Cancer? What is the angel message for Cancer? What do they need to hear for the end of May going into June? End of May going into June. Now, for some of you, this is going to be your past energy, but I'm definitely not just strictly, you know, confining it to that. This is just a message that you need to hear from the light, from the angels around you. And it's funny how all the reading just winds up tying together. That's what I like about tarot, is that you might get repeating numbers or 2 cards that have similar meanings. So we have trust coming out. And Aries got that card up here. Okay, so there might be some Aries, Cancer. And we have show appreciation, Cancer, as your underlying energy for this deck, because we are going to be dealing with the underlying energies as well. So some of you need to trust in your, maybe, we're going to see what you have to trust in, but to me it's about trusting your emotions, trusting your inner light, trusting your soul, Cancer, trusting your intuition, and showing appreciation for the things that you trust, the people and places and things that you trust, right? So, ooh, okay, before I could even say anything, Wow, all right. So we've got love as an underlying energy, and we've got playful coming out with those 2 4s up there. Cancer, you're the 4th house. So this might have to do with playing around a bit with your foundation, playing around a bit, just being more playful. Maybe there's a hidden playfulness. Maybe there's a playful lover coming into your life. We'll see. We'll see what comes up. But until we really start going with the reading, let's get this last message for you, the final oracle card message from this Wiccan deck. So what is the message for Cancer, the cardinal water sign, 4th house of our universe? What is the message for Cancer for end of May going into June 2018? What is the message for Cancer? What are they going through? What do they need to hear for the end of May going into June 2018 for Cancer? All right. And we have the 18, number 18. I believe that is the stone card. And interesting, I've never seen this card. But we have the number 5 up there. And we're going to go, this is a very new deck, you guys. I haven't really had a chance to use it. So we're going to be using the book to get some messages from the book. And then I'm going to kind of channel a little bit too, which I love to do with water signs. So let's kind of start from the beginning. Remember, this could be past, present, and future. This could be just 3 messages that kind of relate. So we've got an interesting reading here, Cancer. We've got trust coming out. So some of you might have had trust in something in the past. Some of you, oh, it's getting kind of cloudy and rain. I bet you it's about to rain. So you might be the last reading I do for the day, because we're going to start losing light here and all kinds of stuff. So we've got enough light right now, though, don't you think, Cancer? Might start raining soon. But anyway, you guys might have shown appreciation in the past to something. Maybe someone had trust in you. Maybe you gained trust within someone else. But this is definitely coming up to tell you to trust your inner light, to trust your inner guidance, to trust your soul. When this card comes up for Cancer, it reminds me of the moon that he's holding. But to be honest with you, yeah, it does look like definitely some kind of light, which reminds me of inner intuition. It reminds me of the moon. It reminds me of a soul. Trust your emotions. And it's interesting that that's coming up because we definitely have show appreciation. So, you know, right now it's okay to, or maybe in the past you trusted someone who showed appreciation towards your emotional side. You may have people, places, and things that are showing you appreciation and having trust in you. And then we have dreams down here. So you definitely want to trust yourself, Cancer, and trust the intuition that's coming through if you have any significant dreams in May or in June. Also, you have Venus in your sign, okay? So love is coming up here very strongly, which is love yourself. Believe in yourself, Cancer. The angels want you to know all these messages for May and June. So love yourself. Make sure you're loving yourself. We have love coming up for you here as well. So make sure you believe in yourself and love yourself. There may be some kind of message that comes through your dream about appreciation or about trust, but either way, I feel like there is some kind of inner light with you at the end of May going into June. And you're definitely getting ready, you know, for your solar return next month. So that's something there as well that you want to consider. So, you know, just for those of you who resonate with this position as the past, I want you to think back to trust. That maybe you guys had some trust in your past about some kind of appreciation. Maybe you trusted someone who showed you appreciation or who stuck by your side. Those, if you have anyone in your life who you really feel appreciates you, make sure you're showing appreciation to them, and make sure you're showing appreciation to yourself and trusting yourself, trusting those who have been there for you by your side, you know. And we have this tiger here drinking from water, so that reminds me of water signs, taking care of yourself, you know, definitely nourishing your intuition and your emotional self. And then we have playful. So the playful card is very interesting. We have this little kitten here, so I don't know if cats are significant. We've got 2, oh, that's cute. Yeah, we've got 2 tigers. Let's check this out, guys. We've got a young tiger and a big tiger. So for some of you guys, this is reminding me of mothers and children. You guys are very mothering because you guys are ruled by the moon, which is a maternal energy. So we've definitely got, you see those 2, how these tigers look the same? So see how cards, they just have their own little messages sometimes. So this could very well be the inner child in you, Cancer. This could be either if you have a cub of your own or something like that. It's like the angels are assisting you to show appreciation, you know, to your mother too as well. Or, you know, if you're a mother, maybe your children are showing you more appreciation. But I do see tigers and cats. And we did have dreams. So interesting. If you dream about a cat, in May or in June, just know, because guys, I have a lot of crazy dreams as a Pisces, and I have a dream book that I keep, and there was a time in my life where I had so many repetitive dreams about cats. I have killed cats in my dreams. I have just seen little baby kittens, and so I kept having so much cats in my dreams that I just had deja vu. So I've said that to you guys before. But yeah, I've had a lot of cat dreams. So I looked up what cats mean in dreams, which I encourage you to do as well. But what I looked up and what I discovered is that cats in dreams actually symbolize our feminine energy. So this goes for the males watching as well. You just want to pay attention to any symbolism. So if you have a dream about a tiger or a cat, pay attention to what happens to the cat in the dream. Pay attention to every detail you can about that dream, because you want to trust that symbolism. It may lead you to some kind of realization. Maybe some of you guys are playing around with a more feminine energy, playing around with a more emotional energy. And we have that reiterated here with the tiger drinking from the emotion. And the angels are guiding you to do this through your dreams. Emotions are more of, water is symbolic for that dream-like energy. So I'm really just seeing it here, Cancer, that you're being asked to trust your dreams, trust your water, trust your intuition, trust your light and your feelings, your emotions. But we have this with love. So some of you guys, maybe there's a feminine energy here, a more nurturing energy with love. And we have the fledgling underneath that. So we've got 10 and we've got 1. So that definitely shows me that in May and in June, there's some kind of completion and new beginning happening with Cancer in love. Because we've got a new beginning in love here. That the fledgling is just like the Emperor. It's just like the Fool card. So it's like an Aries energy almost, because Aries is the first house of self. So this also talks about self-love, you know, which is what I was talking about when it comes to believe in yourself and show appreciation to yourself. Some of you guys are really coming up as a tiger. So I don't know if you want to look up the symbolism of a tiger, because that's coming up in your reading as well. But I just see that you guys are really starting a new beginning when it comes to love, or when it comes to your heart chakra. The love card talks all about offering your heart and receiving unconditional love. You know, this is a gift of love. So some of you are just going through, you know, new beginnings and endings in love. So this could be breakups, this could be reconciliations, this could be divorces, this could be marriages. It just depends on where you are in your life, Cancer, and what your karmic path is. But when I see the love and I see fledgling, that's definitely telling me that there's a new beginning when it comes to your heart. Maybe there's some new feelings coming in May. Feelings. So deep in my feelings, can't control my anxiety. That new song by that chick is just, so yeah, some of you guys just are gaining new feelings in the heart. Like your heart chakra is just really having a new beginning of love. There's some kind of new beginning with healing energy. And I love that there's the number 10, because the number 10, it shows me that the heart is full and ready to start a new beginning. And then right underneath that is a new beginning. So there's a new beginning in your heart, Cancer. There's a new beginning that is coming from your heart space, your heart chakra, a new beginning in love, a new beginning in healing. And it's like time for you to come out and play about that. And then we have that 44. So your emotions are coming up here very strongly. Your foundation, your home, your family life. Maybe some of you have children. There's something about showing appreciation here with love, showing appreciation here with, you know, your emotions. Cancer needs emotional appreciation right now. You know, and when it comes to that, that's definitely not what you're playing around about. Cancer, your present moment is playful. So because of emotional appreciation, or maybe you trusted your emotions, maybe you trusted your intuition about something, you had trust in your light. So now, Cancer, in your present moment, for some of you, you're really playing around with your emotion. And see how that cat is playing around with that moon? So you guys are ruled by the moon. So you guys could be playing around with the moon right now. You could be playing around with your intuition, because 4 plus 4 is 8, which is Scorpio. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Some of you could be dealing with transformation in your emotion, or you could be playing around with transformation. But 8 is the house that is hidden. So there's a hidden playfulness to you right now, Cancer. And so this is basically telling you to flirt, because we have love and playfulness. So that's flirty. That's, you know, cute energy, playing around with just, but hopefully no one's playing around with your heart. Hopefully no one's playing around with your emotions, because some of you are going to resonate with that too. And for those of you who do resonate with people playing around with your heart, playing around with your emotions, people playing around with the gift of love that you have to offer, I've always said that Cancers give are some of the best lovers, okay? You guys have some of the best, biggest hearts of nurturing, loving energy. You know what I mean? So if for those of you who resonate with someone playing around with your heart, that's why this is a number 10, because the days of you being played around with emotionally and played around with in love are over. Some of you may start a new journey with someone who actually takes you serious, with someone who actually shows you appreciation. There could be some kind of heaven-sent love to you, Cancer, that just replenishes you. A lot of water signs are dying at a soul level because we've just been having so many emotions for years and nowhere to put those emotions. But listen, guys, the North Node is going to move into Cancer this fall or this summer. And when the North Node goes into Cancer, dude, a lot of us are just going to be really going towards our own emotional destinations, our fated emotions. So there is a time for us to all collectively move toward this more heart-based, loving, emotional, intuitive energy. And that's what we're trusting in right now. So the message for you, if for those of you who are hopefully not in situations where I feel like all of you have been played with before at a heart level. And you finally healed your heart and you're ready to kind of come out and start a new beginning. So, you know, open your heart up to new beginnings in love, because there's a message here about that, and even lust. So some of you could be having some new sex coming in. Make sure you pay attention to your visions, okay? Those dreams and those visions are coming through. But playfulness, play around with your foundation right now, Cancer. And what I mean by that is just don't be so serious. There's you know, Capricorn is your opposite sign. So you want to trust in the playful element right now of your emotions, you know? You don't... As water signs, we can take our emotions so seriously, right? And we do that so that people know to take us seriously, and so that people know to show us appreciation. But to be honest with you, Cancer, we won't. With the people who are really meant to be in our life, we don't need to do that. We don't have to be so serious emotionally all the time. We can lighten up. It's summer. You know, the weather's warmer. It's time we're going to be going to beaches and pools, and we're going to be around water. It's been raining a lot more, which people don't talk about this, but water signs get a lot emotional. Well, I don't know if it's been raining where you're at, guys, but it's been raining here in Michigan for the past week or so. I mean, we can't go 2 days without rain for the last 2 weeks. We just had rain, rain, rain. As a water sign, I don't mind rain at all. It replenishes me, and the earth is being watered. So there's a very fertile energy about, which explains this playfulness. You know, water, it waters the foundation. Without earth, you know what I mean? Water wouldn't have a foundation, and without water, earth wouldn't be a foundation. So trust in the playfulness of your own intuition, because right now you're in a very important position, Cancer. You're staring down at the moon. You're staring down at the light. You're staring down at your intuition. So, you know, you're able to see through people's bullshit because of what you've been through. And like I said, just don't worry about feeling a little bit. You have a desire to be a bit more lighthearted right now. I am seeing some lighthearted playfulness. So, you know, there's a message here about becoming a little bit more lighthearted, Cancer, because of some kind of new beginning. You're ready to start a new beginning with this heart. And it's okay to be playful, you know, in a sense that you're just not being super serious, you know what I mean? I do see the moon here a lot for you. The moon is in all of these cards. So here, the moon is on the heart right there. So it's like the heart's intuition, but you've also got the moon on your head here. So we've got some messages coming in for you intuitively on your forehead. This is the third eye. So I feel like you're very intuitive. You're always intuitive, Cancer, but I feel like you're very intuitive in May and June, and that's probably because June is your 12th house. Gemini is your 12th house. So when we have that new moon in Gemini in June, just know that that's a new moon in your 12th house of subconscious and spirituality. So that might be when there's these new beginnings started, because you're very spiritual right now. I actually want to take a look now at this. This is your present moment as well. So when you watch this, you may be just feeling playful and love. You know, there might be a lot of love in the air, literally dangling in front of you. Your heart might be dangling on a string. So we're going to look up this number 18 here and see what this is about. We're going to learn about it together because I've never seen this. Okay, it's called the Standing Stone. So Cancer, the great stones erected so long ago may have purposes that have been lost through the ages. Yet their power is undeniable. They are symbols of our connection to ancient wisdom and the eternal truths that are there for the sincere seeker. This stone's carving shows a knot with no beginning and no end. So it is with sacred mysteries we are inseparable from the interweaving cycles of time and one with earth, sea, and sky. Wow, earth, sea, and sky. Interesting. So the meaning of this, Cancer, is that you are exactly where you need to be. Attuned with the elemental forces and are in balance. You are in balance with the elemental forces. Take a moment to take stock of your surroundings, to find a fixed point of your life's path, a touchstone. You can return when you are feeling less sure of yourself. So take a moment to take stock of your surroundings, to find a fixed point of your life that you can return to when you are feeling less sure of yourself. So I feel like you're going to be feeling a little bit sure of yourself in May, Cancer. So if this was reversed, too much magical or etheric work can leave you confused and ungrounded. So come back down to earth. And so nah, Cancer, this ain't about you coming back down to earth. This is about you raising up. So the key words here is wisdom, time, and solidity. There we go. Wisdom, time, and solidity. I want you to say this with me. I am part of the timeline of the ages. I am part of the timeline of the ages. I am part of the timeline of the ages. Now, Cancer, the challenge here is what legacy will you leave? Which is so interesting to me because the opposite sign of you, Capricorn, is all about legacy. So there's kind of that part of you too, Cancer. You know, our opposite sign tells us a lot about our shadow side. So for me, this was all about you being wise, you know what I mean? You know, being very, very wise and having purpose. And even though something has went on for a very long time, there's still an ancient wisdom with the older something is, the more ancient the wisdom becomes. And it's all about truth, you know what I mean? And if you're a sincere seeker of the truth, you will find it in this stone's carvings, you know, because there is no beginning or end here. There's no beginning or end to your emotional wisdom, Cancer. And this is about sacred mysteries, it says, in that we are interweaving cycles of time in one with earth, sea, and sky. So this is about heavy earth energy, water, and sky energy. And they didn't mention fire, so I'm telling you, there might be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So you could be choosing between, you could be dealing with an air and earth energy, or just logic and intellect. So that was quite the message there. That could be what you're heading into your future. Standing, to me, the standing stone is about being grounded and just standing firm in your beliefs, Cancer. And knowing that you are wise. You're like this wise stone that has been here for years. So we've got the goddess energy up here for you. And we've got portal right underneath that. So there's a goddess portal opening up for you, Cancer. And we've got the number 5 card here, which is a very happy number. It's about pleasure. It's about positivity. It's the house of Leo. So we've got this goddess, okay? And it's the source of embodiment of eternal feminine power and wisdom. Now, what did I tell you, Cancer? I told you that those cats meant feminine. And now we've got this feminine energy coming up. So, and we got 2 wisdom cards for you. So this is symbolized by her crown that shows the waxing full waning moon. So she's got a crown. Whoops. She's got a crown here that has the moon on it. So that's you, Cancer. This is your goddess, moon goddess energy coming through. She is a maiden, a mother, a crone, and all one. And you are the mother, Cancer, whether you're a male watching this or not. Because you're ruled by the moon, you are definitely the moon mother, the goddess. Her generous bounty feeds all the creatures out of earth, nurturing the body and soul with an infinite love. Infinite love. Infinite love. So there's a very strong goddess energy for you, Cancer. Now the meaning of this card is great good fortune is yours for the taking. The goddess wants only good things for you. And she entreats you to love yourself as she loves you without no limits or conditions. Okay, without limits. So this is limitless love and unconditional love. And these 2 cards mean the same thing. So a lot of us are getting met. Oh my God, Cancer. I don't know if I mentioned it to you, but you have Venus in your sign, really provoking new beginnings in love, really provoking and encouraging this goddess energy, okay? I can't make this up. So, you know, don't forget to reach out to people with loving embrace. Don't forget to reach out to this goddess. Do so now, it says. So the key words here is love, grace, and strength. So the affirmation that you should say is, I am the beloved child of the goddess. Say that with me, Cancer. I am the beloved child of the goddess. I am the beloved child of the goddess. So the challenge here is, what are the gifts the goddess has given you? So Cancer, you know, you want to trust in these gifts. After you watch this video, I want you guys to really reflect on what it is that you believe are gifts from the universe to you. Because I hope you guys know that you guys are very magical people. And right now, you're being told to stand in with your feminine energy because of Venus. So even the male Cancers, you know, the heart chakra, love, nurturing, mothering energy, that's all feminine. No wonder I felt the need to tell you about those cats. So if you've had any dreams about cats or kittens or tigers or even lions, it's definitely trying to show you, and you can look that up. Look up what it means to dream about a cat, and it definitely tells you about feminine power. So it doesn't get much more feminine power than the goddess. And then Venus is the goddess of love. So we've got the god. Oh my God. We literally have the goddess of love. This card is goddess. This card says love. So the goddess of love, Venus, is bringing you new beginnings. And that's why show appreciation is here. Because it has everything to do with your emotional heart space. And you need to trust in all this, Cancer. Because in the future, you're going to really, you know, come to this goddess energy. We've got a message coming out here about happiness. You guys have waited a long time for this happiness, haven't you? You've walked away from a lot of things emotionally, but you're walking towards the sun. The sun is slowly making its way into Cancer is what I'm seeing. The sun is slowly making its way into Cancer. This is the Sun card with the Knight of Pentacles. So some of you have been waiting for happiness for a long time from a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Or this happiness is just coming in very slowly. You haven't felt happy in a long time. You might have even given up hope on it. But Cancer, this was also that you would know your worth. Because we have the Chariot charging towards the Page of Pentacles. Or I'm sorry, the Queen of Pentacles. So some of you are really trying to charge forward towards a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And you've been waiting for happiness for so long. But for those of you who don't have anything to do with earth signs, it's about grounding, you know, charging forward, having victory towards the earth, having earth victory, Cancer. Charging forward towards your value, towards your worth. You know, that's what show appreciation means, is value. So let's get a card to say trust. But we did have that little message come out there that was telling me that Cancer has waited so long for the sun. You guys are waiting right now for this. You got one more month. One more month and the sun will be in Cancer. And you guys are going to be called to the forefront of the astrology world, okay? And we had a card come out, and we had the Six of Wands. So this is a really nice card to come up for you, Cancer, because you guys are the Chariot card. And the Chariot card means victory. And the Six of Wands is also another victorious card. It means success. It means victory. So there is there's a success and a victory that Cancer has been waiting on for a very long time, because the Sun card that came out is also about victory and happiness. So this is happiness, victory. And some of you have children. I'm telling you, children are coming up here, because we had this little lion, this little cub here. And then we had the goddess energy. It's telling you that you're the mother's energy. So this is about you maybe gaining credit as a mother or as a parent if you're a father watching. But the real card shows a man on a horse that's riding in on a parade, and he's being acknowledged for his victories. And we have the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So it's like this has been there's been some burdens, Cancer. There's been some heavy weight. So you want to ask yourself how much of the weight you're carrying belongs to you, you know? Because there's a victory that's waiting for you. Maybe you guys you guys gained a victory. Maybe you were victorious with trust in the past. Or maybe you're just looking for someone to show you appreciation, because this is all about public validation. So there's maybe in a job or in a relationship, Cancer, you just want to be appreciated for what you do. You know, maybe you want to be appreciated for the trust that you've kept in people, because it has not been easy. It has been very heavy, so heavy that you've even dropped a few pieces of the load. But, you know, you're just looking to be acknowledged for the appreciation you show others, and you also want others to show appreciation to you. So there's something here with children, maybe the inner child. You are the cosmic child of the zodiac. And we have all these children, and we have playful energy. So it's like, tap into the inner child. You have all this mother energy. So tap into if you don't have a child, if you're not a parent, tap into the inner child. Do something that that fills your heart with love, because children are innocent and you have to be a child at heart. So that's what this is about, being a child at heart and getting back in touch with your roots of your childhood. Okay, so let's get a card for playful. Tell me more about playful. What is the playful card here for Cancer? What is the playful card here for? We have the Two of Cups, the Star card. Some of you are with an Aquarius. We have the Page of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. So some of you are waiting on love with an Aquarius, or maybe it's not an Aquarius, but it could be just you're waiting to be healed. Because the Two of Cups is a reconciliation. So some of you might have some kind of wish come true about a reconciliation with an Aquarius. Does not have to be an Aquarius though. But I do see that you guys walked away from this person emotionally before because they did not show you appreciation, because you did not trust that it would be victorious. But this is a message coming out, and you've waited a long time for this message. You've waited a long time for this person to talk to you, you know, maybe since the winter time. Maybe you were just left out in the cold with your own value, but we've got a person in this card writing a message. So in the Page of Swords is about someone who's spying or someone who has a message. So some of you could have some kind of wish coming true about a message coming in, and this might be the end of May or sometime through June. Okay, but let's get a card for playful. Let's get a card for playful, please. Playful, playful, playful. Why is playful here? Why is playful on the table for Cancer? And we have the Page of Coin coming out with the Justice card. So some of you could be feeling playful about karma. Could be playing around with karma. I would if I was a Cancer. Capricorn's your opposite sign. Karma is always opposite of you. So there's a balance coming in here, with maybe with an earth sign, maybe financial balance. Maybe your finances are balancing out, or maybe you're just playing around with your foundation. Yes, because we have coins here, right? Something that you need to take a little closer look at, it looks like. Maybe you're going to be gaining justice within your foundation, because you might have felt a lot of different ways about this Cancer, this emotional justice. This is emotional justice for you. But the Page of Coins. The Page of Coins. So this is all about planting a seed. Some of you could be playing around. Let's get one more card on that. So tell me more about playful and the Page of Coin. Okay, and I shuffled again, and we have the Justice card, and I just revealed it upside down. So some of you are playing around with karma. Some of you are playing around with justice, and then we have the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So it could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that you're playing around with and flirting. But remember, we have love here. So take a closer look at love. Take a closer look at the messages you're receiving from these earth signs, or these grounded, messages, these earthy messages. Some of you might get an actual real message, you know, an actual text message, or a real, someone might come to you and literally have a face-to-face conversation. Libra is, so this might have to do with a Libra for sure. Some of you have a Libra in your life that you love, or something that you're gaining justice over, and it did come up. Some of you, there's an imbalance in karma. Karmic relationships, yeah. Libra is the 7th house of relationships. So it's like taking a closer look at the karma in your love lives and the balance in your partnerships as well. We're going to come back to that, but I just feel like you're going to be gaining truth about this. And yeah, it does, because I just opened up the deck to the Two of Cups again. So you're going to be gaining clarity through these changes. And I know that you felt, wow, I just literally pulled the Chariot card. I don't know if you saw that, but the Chariot card just came out. So I don't know if that's over here for the future, or if that's just about victorious. So why did the Chariot card just fall out for Cancer? Other than the fact that they're the Chariot card. So that was really magical. So that means that your energy is really here, meaning that those who are watching are probably really resonating. So we do have the underlying energy as Aries. We have the Emperor. So if this isn't an Aries that you're dealing with, this is your self-power and your own authority. But we had quite an interesting message just come out, Cancer, which is the Two of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is all about action. And you guys are really waiting to see action in your love lives. You guys are really waiting to see action when it comes to sharing your emotions and sharing your cup. So this is a reconciliation that Cancer has been waiting for a very long time. And I trust my cards from the bottom of my heart. So I'm going to go ahead and say that it looks like at the end of May, coming into June, throughout the month of June, at some point over the next month, you guys, there's going to be some kind of reconciliation. There's going to be an opportunity for it anyways. You know, it might not have been, maybe it wasn't justified before, but it's coming in slowly but surely. And for some of you, it is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. For others of you, this is a very real reconciliation with maybe a Cancer for some of you, maybe an Aries for some of you, maybe a Libra for some of you. And for the men, this is a goddess that is entering your life very slowly. So this tells me that Cancer has been waiting on love for a very long time. Cancer has been waiting on a reconciliation for a very long time. And in the future, you're going to be victorious. We've got victory and victory. So the past has been victorious for you, and maybe you didn't really feel that way with justice reversed. And, you know, but you're headed towards a real victory. And it's a victory when it comes to some kind of love. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Libra. We've got two opposite energies here, Libra and Aries. And underneath the Aries, we've got that Page of Swords again. So this is a message coming in from an Aries for some of you in the end of May or June. This is also the truth. Maybe some of you have been spying on an Aries. Maybe you guys are going to be doing the messaging, because this is, I don't know if this is you or the other person that's going to be messaging, but this is literally communication. It's Gemini season, guys. Some people, Gemini season inspires people to communicate. And now we have the Moon card, which is literally Pisces or Cancer, but this is the Pisces card. So some of you are just maybe dealing with a Pisces. Others of you are dealing with the Moon. You know, you're ruled by the Moon. Here's the Moon card. So this is about reflection, emotional reflection. There could be some kind of flame that you don't want to die out, but you're just connecting with a part of you, Cancer, that you have to see. Look yourself in the mirror, you know, like that Michael Jackson song, and make a change, you know. But this is about the Moon reflects, water reflects. So this is definitely about self-reflection. It could have to do with a Pisces. It could have to do with another Cancer. And then we have the Devil card. So just be careful if any of you guys are dealing with any toxic emotional soul, toxic karmic relationships, because we do have the Devil here. So you could be addicted to something at a soul level. But we've got Cancer, we've got Pisces, we've got Capricorn, and we have the 8 of Wands now. So this is a message coming in very quickly from a Capricorn. It could be a toxic message or a message about toxicity. Some kind of Pisces or Capricorn energy might be shooting you a message. This is the card of very quick energy coming in very quickly. And then we have the Tower card, okay? So for some of you, this could either be a Scorpio or just things falling apart, but be glad that they fall apart, because you didn't realize that things fell apart so that you could be in a position, and oh my God, what do you know? There's a cat right there. Pretty sure that's a cat, you guys. So it's like maybe some of your guys' feminine energy has been falling apart. Maybe you've been doing a lot of masculine battles, but there's something falling down here. And there's a message coming in. I see this is a message. I see this is message, but notice the blank pages there. Okay, so maybe some of you guys are playing around with communication, or maybe you're just playing around with balance. But Capricorn, Pisces, 8 of Wands, there's some kind of Pisces Capricorn energy coming in, or maybe there's just some kind of secrets, because the Moon can also mean what's hidden under the surface, or following your intuition about if you have a feeling that someone's addicted to something, or that someone is toxic, or that someone is a karmic partner. If you have some kind of, maybe there's a Capricorn that's keeping secrets from some of you. Maybe the Capricorn full moon come Cancer season, because this is a Capricorn moon. If some of you are dealing with someone, if you have a Capricorn moon, then there you go. There's a message coming in about that. Or if you're dealing with someone and you're into astrology and you know that they have a Capricorn moon, that's coming up very strongly. Or if you're dealing with someone who has a Pisces energy and a Capricorn energy, that's coming up very strongly, and there's messages coming in about that, okay? And it might be because something fell apart finally, and now they're finally able to speak with you. But we've got Pisces and Cancer coming up. We've got Capricorn. We've got soul reflection coming up, illusions, secrets. There's a lot of different ways to take this, guys. But we've got the Moon card, the Devil card, and the 8 of Wands. So to me, that's a soul message coming in, an emotional message coming in. You could be walking away from something toxic and gaining. Maybe you already did this. Okay, and then there's a message coming in like, baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. But yeah, Cancer, I definitely see you guys charging forward victoriously towards an emotional union that you have waited so long for. You have waited so long for this emotional union. And you've waited so long for this clarity over this Aries, or the clarity over your authority, the clarity over yourself, self-clarity, all right? But for some of you, this is an Aries. Maybe you have Aries energy. I'm not sure. Okay, but overall, Cancer, I definitely just see that the end of May, you know, you're going to learn a lot from the appreciation that you show yourself, the appreciation. The more appreciative you are towards yourself, the more, you know, this is someone who's going to show appreciation to you. Okay, this is someone who isn't going to just drink from your cup, but they have a cup of their own as well. You know, this was someone who was worth waiting for, is what I just heard. They were worth waiting for, Cancer. This kind of energy is like, you guys go on picnics, you carve your name into trees. If you're a bird, I'm a bird. That's from The Notebook. Some of you guys got that Notebook movie kind of love. And it's just sweet, okay? It's worth charging forward to. We've got a fast energy, we've got a slow energy, and we've got these two beautiful people in the middle. You know, and you're going to be victorious the more you show appreciation. The more you come from a place, if you come from a place of appreciation, that you're going to be recognized for that by the universe. You're going to be blessed and victorious and successful. And you want to trust in that. Trust in the victory of your life that is happening. Because Cancer, you are really on the road to victory. Because we've got two victorious cards on the table. We've got a lot of feminine energy here. Literally all feminine. Except for this Aries over here. We've got a masculine Aries. But we've got, this is the goddess deck. So we've got a lot of goddess energy. I see a lot of female energy. And I don't see much male energy at all. Except for this Aries. So it's like taking control of your masculinity back. Even for the women, because we all have masculine and feminine energy, but you're coming up as the goddess of love. I'm probably going to name your video that, the goddess of love, because that's just what's coming through very, very, very clearly. Definitely make sure you're playing a bit, being a bit playful when it comes to the heart, being a bit playful when it comes to love and relationships, you know. And taking a closer look at karma, because we did have the devil come up here, and then justice is karma as well. Some of you might have court-related matters that you're just kind of waiting on, but I don't like that this woman's blindfolded, okay? You don't want to blind yourself to balance right now, for sure. Make sure you're... So it's interesting, this woman is using a magnifying glass, so she's really trying to see something, but then this woman is not trying to see something at all. So it depends on your guys' position here, okay? But, and I just had my alarm was going off, and I had 2 text messages from 2 Aries. So I just feel like that might mean that some of you are going to get a text message from an Aries. Because I believe everything's a sign. And this was worth waiting for. You know, you might have waited. Because remember, this is talking about being around for a long, 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 long time. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So it's like this, you've been waiting forever. For an eternity. And, yeah, I feel that there's some justice coming in here financially, and mentally, physically, logically, with an earth sign even, maybe. And I do see Libra, playful Libra in some of your guys' life. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot, guys. So, I want to pull one more card for you guys, because your video is a little bit shorter. So let's pull an outcome card for Cancer. This is for Cancer, the 4th house of our universe, the cardinal water sign. Let's pull an outcome card for them. Okay, so we have the Hierophant, and the card that came out is the 8 of Pentacles. So there is an underlying energy here of, you know, you just knowing your own self-worth. Maybe some of you guys are working independently right now. But you want to just keep your worth in mind. Keep your value in mind when it comes to the work that you're doing. This is someone who's working very hard, someone who's very patient. So patience is coming up for you guys in June and in May. And I feel like you already have been patient for something, because we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is one of the most patient energies. So some of you have been really patient for something financial. Some of you have been really patient for something grounded or logical or an earth sign. Something to do with money, value, worth. Something, a job, a career, finances, a lot of different things coming up. But this woman is basically knitting a blanket. So she knows her value, and she's using her values to make something comforting, because the blankets are comforting, right? So, you know, there's this blanket here. this financial blanket. So maybe some of you guys are, you know, expanding your financial abilities. And maybe all these things are just kind of going in the right direction when it comes to money, when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your job. So this is your overall advice card. And I feel like this came out because your overall advice is to remain patient and confident and continue working on whatever you're working on, because you're working towards something that is going to be beneficial. It's gonna warm you up. You know, it's gonna cover you. You're covered, Cancer, is what I just heard. In the bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. So a significant Taurus energy, a significant commitment, maybe a work commitment, maybe a marriage, maybe this is the High Priest. And I just opened up the deck to the King of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Taurus, Virgo, Taurus. So some of you are with a Taurus. Some of you, this is an emotional commitment, okay, that you're making in June or May. So Cancer, that is all I have for you guys for this reading. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Everything you need to know is going to be listed in the description box, from how to reach me, how to contact me, the names of these decks that I'm using and who illustrated them, so that you can buy them yourself. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me or comment below. I appreciate all your guys' comments, likes, and subscribes. It keeps this channel going and growing. And I always love talking to you, Cancer. I can't wait till Cancer season. I love that Venus is in Cancer. Sure, it's emotional, but it's also healing and loving, and it's just great. And yeah, a lot of energies going on, guys. A lot of energies happening in June as well, I believe. It's very crazy times, and water signs are feeling this crazy energy the most. And that's okay, because we grow the most when we're feeling that way. So my final message for you, Cancer, is that you're headed towards something that is very promising. It's very grounded. You've waited for it for a long time. You deserve it. So come from a place of appreciation and trust, and you will be victorious, and you will gain balance if you're willing to see it, if you're willing to perceive it. So hopefully this resonated. Let me know what you guys thought, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.